good, my people, my peeps? What is good? How you guys doing this evening? Look here, Michigan. I just, whew, I just heard the craziness that you have been asked. I'm talking to the Michigan residents. I'm talking to you, Michigan residents. Mm. I told you something about my dream. It's something about my dream. Michigan residents. Just say no. Just say no. Just matter of fact, where are these people coming from? Just say hell to the no. I just heard the craziest thing ever. And this was earlier today. I didn't get a chance to come on and do the live stream earlier, so that's why I'm here right now. To tell you all, look at this car. To tell you, I'm like, ooh, folks don't. These people must not be from Texas. I don't know. Does every state have turning lanes? I don't know if every state has turning lanes. I mean, y'all just turn whenever. We have turning lanes here in Texas, and somebody just driving. You don't drive down the turning lane, okay? That's the turning lane is to get out the way so traffic can keep moving and people can turn, okay? But anyway, Michigan residents, just say no. I y'all, I heard a report. Now, correct. Well, it was on the news, but I heard a report on some news channel on YouTube. It probably was their local news. But Michigan residents have been asked to take in, house migrants, the migrants, illegal immigrants that have come into the United States. The flood, the overabundance of undocumented, because they all not documented, y'all. They not all documented. So don't hate me. Hate your president for saying these words that are true. They're not all documented. Michigan residents have been asked, since there's so many migrants, illegal aliens, illegal immigrants, however you want to phrase it. They illegal. They're not documented, half of them, because they're waiting to get processed. So they have been asked to house them in their homes, until they get processed, until they, get the proper paperwork, go through the system. Like that's, oh, my mince is dropping. Like that's really gonna happen, y'all. Like that's really gonna happen. Let me tell you something, Michigan residents and any other state that make our address their state citizens with this bold, and I do mean bold and crazy request. Tell them they done bumped their doggone head, or they've been sipping on the scissor a little too long. You got American citizens out here that don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Let me say that one more time. And this is to all government officials that may come across this live stream. You don't do what Michigan. Don't do what Michigan governor or mayor. I don't know who put out this request to Michigan residents to house these migrants, illegal, immigrants. I don't know which level of government put that request out there, but it's out there to house them. Let me say, I don't know if they don't realize that Americans themselves, citizens, they've been paying, they've been being robbed, ripped off, and they life, they time, and they money. Let me say that again. They life, they time, they money has has been stolen by America, the system, and then you ask Americans that don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of to house foreign citizens that are not even citizens of America, haven't paid not one red cent in taxes. I'm on one. That pissed me off. To house. And it might sound harsh. It might sound harsh. It's gonna have to sound harsh tonight. Yeah. It's gonna have to sound harsh tonight. You got American citizens that have worked hard. I don't care if you worked at the chicken place, at the chicken spot for your whole life. Now you done finally made it to managing, so you just gonna chill at the chicken spot. You might as well ride it out. Did I just miss my turn? I missed my turn talking to the phone with my doggone gum. You might as well ride it on out at the chicken spot. You done been there. You done paid your doggone taxes. And then sometimes the government had a nerve to say you owe some doggone tax. They done bumped their damn head. Now we got to lock them up, put them in a straight jacket. Because they sitting around here asking American citizens of Michigan now. This is happening in Michigan. Can they house these immigrants, illegal immigrants, migrants, whatever you want to call them? Because they still need them to be housed somewhere. It's an overabundance of them flowing into the United States, into your state. Now they ain't got nowhere to put them. They want to put them in your house, right? They done bumped their damn head for real. And they want to... They want to put them in your house, give them government assistance while you paying the electric bill. They're gonna be going through your refrigerator, eating all the grub that you got. Now I don't even know if they even offer these people any subsidies, but I'm just going on what I think they offered, and that's nothing. Because they ain't offered no other American citizen that been on the street of these city streets. They ain't offered them nothing. They had all these empty buildings that they could have fixed up and got the American citizens off the streets first. They could have got the American citizens off the street first. But no. They're going to allow an influx of migrants to come in. And now they ain't got nowhere to put them. Want to give them all your taxpaying dollars. They want to give them all your taxpaying dollars. And, have you housed them in your house? Well, let me tell you, you Michigan folks, if you fall for this okie doke, hold on. I'm going to the house and get settled in. I had to stop at the spot and get me some diabolical poison food tonight because I ain't had time to come home and I ain't feel like cooking or making nothing. So y'all pray for me as I eat this poison. But y'all hold on, because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to you, Michigan folks, if you fall for the game. Let me tell you what's going to happen to you. Y'all just hold tight. Let me tell. I got to inform these Michigan folks what's about to go down. Because they think they really, but there's some sleep people out here. It's really people that's not even sleep. There's people in a coma. We ain't even going to call them sleep no more because the time for saying people sleep is over. These people are in a coma, okay? We got to pray them out a coma. Hold on for a minute. They ain't sleep. They are in a coma. to self-inflicted a coma. The rest of the people, the last of the people, they in a coma, y'all. They not asleep. Hold on, let me get y'all on a tripod real quick. The rest of these people, we can't call them sleep no more, y'all. And I hate to say that because I know I was asleep at one time, but it's late in the game. I'm just gonna have to say they in a coma. They not asleep, right? Let me tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get up out of here. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long tonight. I just wanted to do this quick little message for you guys. Michigan, how you doing? How you doing, Michigan? Look here, check this out. I don't know if y'all have laws in your state to where, if you invite, even if you invite like a cousin or a friend to come over and stay with you for a little bit, and then they decide, they just get a bug up their behind and decide they don't want to leave, then I know here in Texas we have such a law that if a person stays with you longer than 30 days, then you have to go and evict these people. Yeah, your cousin, your friend, because it happened to me. It happened to me, yeah. But I didn't have to evict somebody because my son, my mom, and all them had to come pull me up off of her. But hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Where you get my other tab? Yes, indeed. They have to pull me up off of her. Yes, indeed. I don't know if you guys in Michigan have a law that, after 30 days, if, you have a friend, cousin, or whomever come stay with you longer than 30 days and you want them out your home, you have to evict them as if you are their landlord. Well, we have that here in Texas. And let me tell you how it went down and how I feel that Michigan, your state, is running. They trying to run the okey doke on you. They trying to play you for a Willie Lump, a fool. Okay? You better look at the laws in your state, Michigan. Matter of fact, I should have looked it up. I don't even know if it's called squatting laws. I don't know what it's called, but several years ago. It has to be now probably 10. My God. Probably 10 years now. When I lived I was freshly divorced. I lived in a house, and I had a friend. She was going through it. Oh, just me. This is me. This has always been me. I'm trying to help the underdog because I know how it feels. I've been up and I've been down. I had my feet. I've been through it too. I know how it feels, right? That's why I know I know how to survive out here. Let her come. Say, yeah, come on, come move. You can move in, come stay. I'm gonna help you out. She had a little cleaning business and everything. But my thing is, like I told you guys before, I'm a producer. I'm organize, help you organize whatever you got popping. She wanted just to. Sometimes people forget themselves when they come and live with you. They forget everything about themselves. They forget that they had a business. They forget that they were trying to better themselves. Sometimes because they can get lazy. If you have a person that offers, you don't have to pay rent. Just get on your feet. And let me help you get on your feet. And then, you know, somebody said, well, I just need 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you say, yeah, okay, that's what I did. Oh, she just needs a couple of weeks. Okay, well, don't worry about paying this or that. Oh no, 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 I'm gonna help pay. This is coming out of her mouth. Don't do none of it. Don't do none of it. 2 weeks pass. It's 3.5 weeks. Getting upset with me because I'm trying to help her organize her cleaning business. And it came a time where I was like, oh no, see, sis, you're gonna have to go. Sometimes you have to tell friends and family, or you're gonna have to go when there's no when there is, how can I say, when there is not production that's happening to benefit both of you, and even if you have allowed someone to stay um, and better themselves, or try to get their feet put back on the ground, and you give them a time limit, but you don't have to take anything, you don't have to do let's just get yourself together. And some people get comfortable in those situations, and then they don't even want to help in like housekeeping. You know what I'm saying? Even like you stand with somebody for free, at least you can clean up, pick up, and at least for sure you should be picking up your area where they have allowed you to stay, right? You should be treating that area with respect, because first of all, you're staying there. You shouldn't want to live in some pigsty, as my mom would say. Don't you want to live in a pigsty? So if you're staying with somebody, there's always a mute. Well, this is my thoughts. I don't know. Everybody don't think like me, so I have to understand that. But it should be a general thought process that if I'm staying with somebody, I want to be productive in their home, and I don't want to be a burden on them. I want to be, something positive to enhance them and me staying with them, so they won't feel like I'm in the way, or just it becomes just awkward, So that's what happened with a friend that I had invited into my home, and she stayed, and just utter disrespect. Just, and this was a 20-year friendship. You don't hear me now. I knew this person for 20 years, okay? And she was older than me. So that's why I say to you young folks listening, sometimes it don't matter because somebody's older than you. That don't mean they have it all upstairs. That don't mean they wise in their decisions all the time. Just 'cause they older don't mean they wiser. Just 'cause they older don't mean they got all the answers. Okay? Sometimes some younger folks have the answers and are willing to help you out, or somebody older out. You just have to discern these people and their spirits and what they offer. Yeah, she was older than me, downright disrespectful. I had a cream couch, cream living room set at the time, but I had bought another living room set, so I used that couch for like a den, my den upstairs den. I had like a loft, so I put the cream couch upstairs in the loft, and she had her granddaughter staying, and so she was like, can she draw? Do you have something for her to draw on? I'm like, yeah, sure, she can draw. Here's some paper and stuff. And then I had a big white cream coffee table. It was a solid wood coffee table to match. So she's drawing, on the coffee table, and then I see her sit with her grandmother, because my friend, that was her granddaughter. I go about my way. Then I come back upstairs, and all the pens, and she was drawing. She was letting her write with felt pens. Felt, and I like felt ink, but it leaks, right? And they left. She went in her room, because the loft, the way my upstairs was set up, was the loft was in the middle. So it was like a TV room. So I had a shrunk piece with the TV, and then the cream furniture, and then the bedrooms were upstairs. So you can come out of the bedroom and go into the loft and chill, or you could go downstairs to the living room and the kitchen, and So the loft was like a den, but it was nice. It was a nice setup. And so I come out. First of all, okay, I understand children. You leave something or you get sleepy. It's things you come. I'm not cleaning up your mess or your grandbaby's mess. No, ma'am, no, sir. So I ain't say nothing. And so I'm up and down, walking around, and I'm like, okay, well, it's damn near nighttime, and she done been up and down, walking around, and she ain't told the baby to go pick up some crayons and paper, put her stuff away. She ain't told the baby to do nothing. She ain't tried to clean up. She didn't try to do nothing. I'm like, oh, look at this here. Now I'm already upset because on the first night I gave her a key, and she lost the key to the house on the first night, and thought that was nothing, like that was no big deal. This is how I'm building up to the story about Michigan now. So you know how I do. I'm building up. So she's not ready. The first night I bring her in, she lost the house key I gave her. That should have been red flag number one, but it wasn't. It pissed me off highly, and that she had no concern to find it or think about where she put it at or lost it. But then it was the grandbaby and the coloring, and this incident. Whole day that went by, she ain't trying to pick up nothing. So I go and pick up the crayons and the coloring in the little area myself. And then I look on the couch, and it was either her or the baby, because I don't know who, because she was over there with her grandbaby at the time. I don't know. I just don't know. And look, I just for you newcomers, I talk with my hands, I look around, I look up and down. So don't try to analyze me. That's how I talk, okay? So this chick done just left a mess. I look on my cream. Now it wasn't brand new, but my stuff I always keep my stuff nice and clean and have it clean. She let that felt pen sit on the couch, a cream couch, and the ink from the felt pen just seeped out and spread in a big old ink mess on the couch. So then I had to call her out her room, because I had a room for her to stay in while she stayed with. I'm like, Miss G, look, what's up? Oh, my bad. Well, let me pick it up and get the rest of the stuff. But didn't I try to clean or think about or ask how the felt ink was gonna get cleaned out of my couch? Got the stuff, got the markers and the baby stuff, and sashayed Shantae back into her room. I said, I know I'm dreaming. Long story short, I got it up, but it was one thing after another, because she got comfortable. You see, and she even got mad. You see, because when you have people, even though you know them, sometimes, I don't care if it's a family friend, a family person, or a friend, living with people brings out how they are. And I should have known how she was before, because she was a roommate of mine when we were young, okay? But I thought she would have matured, and she did not. It was like she was the same. She was older, but her mind had not matured, right? And she just kept doing just things that, as if I had become her parent, and she was a teenager, and she had no responsibilities, although she was older than me. And I had to tell her, oh, it was time for her to go. It was time for her to go. Let me tell you what this chick was doing the whole time. And I don't know if I might have told some or parts of the story here on this page before. But this whole time, this woman, in the room that I provided for her, so she can have peace, a room that she can close and lock the door. She was in that room taking pictures, of her living area, her space that I provided, and documenting it. And so when it came time, and she knew the law at the time. I didn't know nothing about this eviction law that we have here, and wasn't trying to look up how long can my friend stay. If she doesn't stay, how do I get her out of that? Those thoughts hadn't even crossed my mind. Um, when I told this woman she had to go, she was like, "I'm not going nowhere." With the crazy look in her eyes, I'm like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "I'm not going nowhere. You can't put me out. Pardon-moi? I can't do what?" And anybody, I don't care how calm, how peaceful you are, when people push your button or push you to a level after you have just been so gracious with your hospitality skills and you have opened up your home and your food, because she wasn't providing any food, but I was even cooking, and they was eating. Okay, gonna look me in my eye and tell me she wasn't going nowhere. Well, look here, friends. A sister's level. And see, when I get mad, I know when my button has been pushed. Cause see, the heat, it starts in my feet, literally. I feel heat in my feet, and it's like I'm a thermometer, and it's rising to the top. The heat is rising to the top. I was like, no, 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 no. You gonna have to get up out of here today. So she just bowed in her skinny little skin. Don't tell me she wasn't going nowhere again. And Shantae her butt downstairs to my kitchen to make her something to eat with my food. Now remind you, I was going through a divorce at this time. And my ex wanted me back, right? They all, well, I don't know if they all did, but he wanted me back. So I was in all the way divorced. That's a whole different story. I might talk about that one day, so y'all won't be in the dark. I know y'all guess, because I say nice things about him sometimes. But it was a roller coaster ride. But he wanted me back. So she peeping game stuff that I hadn't told her. She just observing that this man would say, "Call me up. You want me to go grocery shopping for you?" Yes. Yes, I would appreciate it. You want me to, or he'll call, "I'm at the grocery store. You want me to bring you some groceries?" Yes. And he knew my friend was there. Matter of fact, he the same ex-husband when her behind used to be struggling, couldn't pay her bills, she would call me. But this is how married folks should do. They don't always do. I didn't just say, even though I had my own bank account and I was working and had my own money, my own job, and his money, we paid bills, you know how that goes. I still went to him and said, "My girlfriend needs some help. Can we pay her light bill?" You know what I'm saying? "My girlfriend needs some help. Can we help her out with this bill? Her card needs, she got a flat." This is the type of friend I was to this chick. She peeping game. She done walked her behind downstairs to my kitchen. I feel the heat rising to the top. And she proceeds to make her something to eat. So I go downstairs. Now it's on. We arguing now. You got to go. The argument is on. My son had came down. He was out of town, and he had been there, but he was out in hanging out. But he had came back home, and in the midst of this argument, right? And I'm telling her she gotta go. She gonna tell me I can come in and get something to eat. You didn't buy these groceries. No way. Your husband, your ex-husband, or your husband that's about to be an ex bought these groceries. Women, ladies, women be jealous. Women be watching your situation and smooth jealous. Okay, smooth jealous. I don't care how long you've been knowing it, they can be harboring it in their heart. Okay, jealous. I said, and he will, and after I get a divorce, he will most likely. And your point is, and I had to show her. And so y'all forgive me, but I was about to put my hands on this woman till my son stopped me. And I said, look, he had to literally physically hold me back, y'all. And I said, look, you gonna have to get up out of here. She kept refusing to leave my house. Up and down the stairs, she sashayed, Shantae, up and down the stairs, as if it was like the devil taunting you. Okay? Michigan, are you listening? Are you listening to this story? It was like the devil has come out and is taunting you, walking around your domain, your home, where you lay your head. So I done went upstairs, y'all. I done put on some tennis shoes because it's really it's about to go down. My son, because as she was going up and down the stairs, she kept going into the bedroom that I had for her and her grandbaby to stay in, and closed the door. So my son went and took the hinges off the door because he done got mad now. And unbeknownst to me, I recall probably calling my mom at the time, but y'all, this has been a minute. This has been like 10 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. And I probably called both of them. My mom and my husband, my ex-husband at the time, both of them came to the house. But by the time they got to the house, the police had already come to the house because my son didn't want me to go to jail, and I was trying to fight this woman. And so when the police came to the house, it was just all hell had broke loose, right? And this was a quiet neighborhood. All hell had broke loose. I had lost it. So she was trying to get me arrested because she had been studying the little law about the eviction and all this. So she's trying to tell the police officer, because they had to pull us apart. You know how if you've ever been in any type of domestic squabble, it don't mean domestic has to be you and your spouse or your boyfriend or something, friends or whatever. They consider it domestic squabble, right? So they separate us, but I'm in the garage and she's in the kitchen doorway, right? And so she's trying to lay it all down on the line. You know how when people try to get you arrested, when people try to get you sent up the road, they gonna try to say everything and twist everything that you did for them that was good. I'm trying to let you know. And if they studied the law, they're gonna try to twist it. So she's saying, well, I've been here so many months, and she wanted me to give her some information so she could help me with my business, and she's so bossy. This is what this woman told the police. She was like, no, she didn't say bossy. She said she's so what's the word she used? It wasn't bossy. It was like what's another word for like if somebody is organized or she said she always writes everything down. She's always writing it on a calendar. She's so almost like anal, right? She's writing everything down, and so she wanted me to tell her when she can come pick me up, and she will write it down on the calendar. This is what she's telling the police, and the police just standing there looking at her, right?
and she wanted to, help me write out my mission statement and stuff like that. And she would take notes, and then and when I wasn't ready, she would ask me about, do I have a mission statement ready? And she could go print it out, my flyers for me at her job. And so the police were just standing there looking at her, and they were like, "Oh, really, ma'am?" Yeah, she's just so anal about all of that. And so then I told her I would pay her, even though she didn't say that I had to pay her when I first, moved in here with her. But I told her I would pay her. Then she wrote it down the day I was gonna supposed to pay her, and in her calendar again. God's honest truth. She's telling the police that. And I couldn't pay her on the time, and so she wrote down the next day. She go ask me the next date when I could pay her for the money, for the rent, since I said I was gonna pay her. And then she wrote that date down in the calendar. She write everything down. The police, it's two police officers, a Spanish guy and a white guy. And they were like, okay, and I'm in the garage, and like I told you, she's like in the kitchen way, but I can hear her just going off, because like the police like to keep you separated when the conversation, when they get in each party's information. And so, and then she was like, and she can't put me out no way, because she's gonna have to evict me. She's gonna have to evict me. I'm not going nowhere. But by her saying the idiotic statement that she was telling the police, and told the police, yeah, and her son went and took the hinges off the door, and um, tell him that he needs to put the doggone hinges back on the door, because I'm going back up there and I'm going to sleep here. And when she goes to court and puts all the paperwork in, I'm going to have 30 days to. She knew all. I know all that, because I wasn't thinking of her like that as a friend. Matter of fact, I took care of her as if she was my child more than a friend. You know what I'm saying? And not even treating her in a childish kind of way. I would say treating her as a child as far as financially assisting her, right? And so yes, analytic, yes, and so I was, hey Katie, and so I was like, so she's telling the police all this, and then she tells the police, I can't put her out. What was is a fact here in Texas? If you let somebody stay with you longer than 30 days, you have to evict them. So the police come over and they get my statement. Before I could even open my mouth, the police, they like shaking their head. They like this. They like they couldn't believe the craziness that had came out of her mouth. They were like, ma'am, and I believe it was a white guy. I believe it was a white guy. I said, ma'am, what she's saying is true. Mm. What she's saying is true. And as the police are talking to me, that's when my ex-husband, well, he wasn't my ex at the time. He was still my husband, but we were separated. He pulls up, and then my mom pulls up, right? And the white guy, the police officer, he was like, what she's saying is true, ma'am. It is 30 days. If somebody has been staying with you longer than 30 days, you have to evict them, go through the eviction process, because there's a homeless law. I think that's what it's called, a homeless law we have here in Texas. Don't quote me on that. But so, the white guy's like, yeah, she's talking, what she's saying about the eviction is true. And then the Spanish guy, he was like, but ma'am, mm-mm. You did this and this and this to help this woman. And I was like, yes. And she got to go tonight. I don't care. And I'm hot. I'm upset. Anybody at the point I was at, I was pissed the hell off. She had to go tonight. I don't care about no homeless law. I said, and if she stay here, if I'm telling you right now, I told the police officers, if you leave here, because of some homeless law, she got 30 days to be evicted. When you come back, you're going to be carrying me to the police station. I'm letting you know right now, before you even leave off these premises, if that chick does not leave here while you are here, y'all going to have to come back and take me to jail. And that's what I told them. So my mom and the police officers, they was there and they was like, well, ma'am, I understand, because what she said makes absolutely no sense. For somebody to help her that much and then turn around and try to turn everything on you, and they were like, well, with this law, ma'am, our hands are tied. I said, I don't care what, I don't care. And so my mom was like, sir, well, I think I don't know who spoke up first. It might have been my ex-husband. He was like, well, ma'am, sir. He was like, if I pay a week for her to stay in a hotel, could y'all get her up out of here? And so they was like, well, that sounds good. And then my mom was like, well, I'll pay 2 weeks. And they was like, huh? Well, we can go back and tell her that if that. Which, I don't care what they do. They don't have to pay no money, because when you mad, you saying you just spouting off, right? So I'm spouting off at my. They ain't got to pay no money. I swear to God, she gonna be done if y'all leave here and don't take her or remove her from these premises. They ain't got to come out their pocket. I'm not paying for her to do nothing. She had overstayed her. Have you ever heard of somebody saying you overstayed your welcome? My mom used to always tell me, if I wanted to stay over a friend's house an extra night for spending the night, I said, don't overstay your welcome, right? Chick had overstayed her welcome. It was a wrap. Free food, free lights, free air conditioning, free rides to and rides to the grocery store, rides to wherever, and rides to take her to make her money. She had overstayed her welcome. She was getting ready to. It was going down. And sometimes when you think, if you're biblical, you have the old man has died. You know, the old you have put the old you away. I was a fighter, y'all. The old me came right on back up. The old me resurrected within my spirit that it was going down. She was going to get the beat down when the police left, right? And so when my mom and my ex talking about, they're going to pay for her to leave, at first she going to say, no, I'm staying here, because she just wanted to stay in my home, in my presence, right? And I could not understand for the life of me, if somebody, as mad as I was, y'all, and how my son had to hold me back, which when I think about back on it, it was embarrassing for me anyway. I know some people, they think that's cool, or whatnot, for your kids to fight for you, or to put your kids in a situation where they are in a domestic. I don't like that, and that happened twice with my son, and I don't like that, and it was no intent of mine to drag or have my son involved in anything like that, because I know once that's just not me. But some people are like that, right? Hello. I can't believe she was willing to lose you as a friend. Honey, she lost me 20 plus years and a friend that would help her in any situation, okay? A friend, I have to tell you, after I round up Michigan, because I'm telling this story for Michigan's sake, Michigan residents' sake, okay? But I'm going to tell you about her before all of this even went down. But, so, I had already said what I was going to do. It wasn't going, that night, I was going to be in jail. She was going to be in the hospital under 6 feet. That's how mad I was. And so my ex, they told them, my mom and him, they're going to put her up in a hotel. And it was like not 3 months, for a month basically, because my mom was going to do 2 weeks and he was going to pay for one, or vice versa. I can't remember who paid for the most weeks, but both of them was going to put money into the pot, right, to get her up out of there. And this is what made this woman so mad too, because although she knew that I was going to get a divorce. Oh, you're from Michigan? Okay, okay, that's what's up. Well, you might can tell us if this is true. Well, I might let y'all listen. Hold on for a minute. I'll pull this up too to the report. Um, Although what me and my ex went through was what me and my ex went through. I didn't tell her all my business. You know what I'm saying? But she knew some of it, and some of it you can probably look it up in the papers, in newspapers, if you really want. But I'm sure you game stoppers already know what's up. So just because my ex was still willing to provide does not mean that everything he did in our relationship was he was an angel, right? Um, that's because some people still want to be a part when they know they messed up, when they know they have finally this. Oh God, I have truly messed up. They try to woo their way back into your life. Okay, so they went and told her about the hotel, and then she was trying to say no, and so I think it was a Mexican guy went over there and talked to her about him and her were talking. I don't know what he told her. I don't know what he told her because how when they came to me, the Mexican and the white police officer, and both of them was disgusted. The face they had about her, they both was disgusted with her. Like, girl, you's a new fool. You're not a fool. You are a new fool. Okay. Um, I don't know if he was like, this is your only option. You know what I'm saying? Because she was trying to be that stubborn to stay in my home. And that's what I was going to say. I don't know how anybody, if somebody wants me out of their home and they are so mad, I mean, to where they're going to fight you, and you know their history about fighting and stuff. Because I don't know if I told you, I used to care. My favorite knife used to be a switchblade. So my brother had bought me that, and I was a knife carrier back in the day. Okay, I was a knife carrier, and she knew what was up. And so, why would you want to stay in somebody's house that you know is a fighter, that is pissed off at you to the brink of no return, and think you're gonna sleep comfortable that night? Who in the hell? That tells me this chick definitely wasn't in her right mind. Definitely was not in her right mind. And so the police told her, the Spanish guy went over there. He done told her, like, look, you need to get up out of here. And they gonna pay. So anyway, long story short, um, she got her stuff, and my mom and my ex took her. They picked the hotel, and they wound up paying for her night stay at the hotel, right? Um, to get her up out of my house. And that she was so jealous. People be jealous of y'all. I'm telling you, they be jealous. Target individuals, they be jealous of you. You can be going through hell and high water, and they still jealous of you. Okay? Because I was still going through hell and high water, and they was jealous. Okay? She was. But people in general. That's why when people say we've been targeted since birth, trust and believe we most likely have been. We most likely have been. So I tell you guys this story because Michigan. These folks, your governor, I don't know who put this request out there to you all. Your governor, your mayor, I don't know, but the request is for you to allow these migrants to for you to house them in your homes, your living space, your what do they call your home? Your abode, your casa. They want you to house them until they get their, paperwork and everything together. And it's because it's so many. Because your president hasn't put his foot down. So they want to ask you, did they give you any assistance, Michigan residents? Because they damn sure ain't gave nobody here. The strainers on Texas too. They ain't gave us we need another damn stimulus check. And I need one because I done worked all my life. Just keep giving me my stimulus check. Yeah, give them to me. All my life I had to fight. Shoot. Let me let y'all hear what these. If you let them in your house, you're going to have problems getting them up out of there. They going to get comfortable. Matter of fact, they might kick you smooth up out your own house. Smooth up out of it. Here, listen to the report. We're going to go.
For example, are over capacity.
We're going to go to Jane for the report. Jane.
Michigan is encouraging residents who can to welcome migrants into their homes to help integrate them into society. It's a consistent theme. Michigan, like many states, is experiencing an influx of migrants in major cities, traveling north from the southern border as they await asylum claims. Resources are stretched thin. Detroit shelters, for example, are over capacity. The city resorting to migrant transfers, sending them to hotels or other shelters with room. Their latest call for help, directly asking residents if they can open their doors to ease the influx. The state's Labor and Economic Opportunity Department explains how residents can help through the sponsorship program Welcome Corps. Volunteers who want to participate must commit for at least 90 days. Sponsors would be asked to pick migrant families up at the airport, secure a place for them to temporarily stay, enroll migrant children in local schools, and help adults with employment opportunities. While the ask from the state is new, the sponsorship program Welcome Corps is not. The U.S. State Department launched...
Wait a minute. Big for pause. Wait a minute. I must didn't listen to the whole report. Domain. That's right. Wait a minute. I must didn't listen to the whole report. I'm sitting here harping about the house. These folks they want the Michigan residents to become state official workers. And they want you to do more than one job. They want you to be working at the welfare office. They want you to help register them children. They want you to be on the school board, register them children for school. They want you to be working at the state, whatever you go to get assistance at. Help these folks get their paperwork together. Well, God's dog, is they going to get 3 and 4 checks? Come on, let's run that back. Did y'all hear that? Let's run it back. Okay. I was about to hit here.
Must commit for at least 90 days.
90 days.
Sponsors would be asked to pick migrant families up at the airport. Secure a...
Wait a minute. I didn't hear that part. Pick them up from chauffeur, shuttle system, Uber, Lyft. Oh, come on with it.
Temporarily stay, enroll migrant children in local schools, and help adults with employment opportunities.
How the hell the residents gonna help the migrants with employment opportunities? Is that's man? I wish I see the first person that volunteer for this. I'll go slap them in their face myself. Wake the hell up. I'll go pour some damn acetone down their throat. Wake up. You're in a coma. Got you the Lyft driver, the Uber driver, the chauffeur. You got to know they flight from the airport when they coming in so you can go and lift them and pick them up. You the doggone school board official. You got to know when to register the children, what age they are, what grades they done accomplished and graduated from. Now you got to be the social worker. Now you got to find how these folks gonna get a job. You done lost your damn mind, Michigan. And on top of all that, then put them in your house and do it for 90 days. Let's see.
From the state is new. The sponsorship program Welcome Corps is not. The U.S. State Department launched the group last year. There are partnerships across Minnesota, Massachusetts, and New York. The migrants that families sponsor come from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, or Venezuela.
Ain't no damn way. Let me say something. This better not be my Anthony, the state United States Secretary of State. Anthony, Anthony put out the doggone. Anthony, you done bumped your damn head. I bet you ain't cutting them folks no check. And let me say this to you guys. We have residents already here that need that type of. Hello, you better holler back. Come on, Michelle. Come on. I need that kind of assistance. How can somebody help a sister out? Shoot. Anthony, the Secretary, United States Secretary of the state. This the dude who can put it out. This was January 19, 2024. Straight Arrow News. I don't know if that's Michigan news, but that's where it's coming from. Straight Arrow News. Now Can I say something? I don't want my folks to be. I don't want my white folks to be offended. But y'all getting ready to get the okie doke put on y'all. Yeah. Y'all probably can't see it, but I'm gonna tell you what's getting ready to happen. Cause y'all sat up there, y'all done celebrated Thanksgiving. Y'all remember Thanksgiving? Y'all celebrated a few months back, a couple months back. Katie, thank you for laughing, Katie. I appreciate them giggles. But I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to let you know, I'm trying to give you the hustle. I'm trying to give you the game. Everything done flipped on y'all. Everything done flipped on y'all, and you better be mad at your answer. Don't be mad at me for what I tell you is the truth. Remember Thanksgiving. What's the purpose? Why they say celebrate this pagan holiday? Why do they say that to you all? Because the Indians, they welcomed us in. The Indians was, the native peoples of the land, dark skinned, copper colored people. They welcomed us in. They showed us. They showed us how to plant corn. Yes, they told us what time it was when it was harvest time. The Indians, the Native Americans that was here. Yeah. They showed us where to go fishing at. They were great teachers. They were great teachers for us. They showed us all this. Just like the governor now, it's flip time. I've been telling you, just like the polls have been flipping. Remember, I told you that? It's flip time for you all too. And you're sitting here with smiles on your. I just saw the report. Hold on, girl. I just saw the report, and I saw the faces that smiled. And I just said, oh, wow. Oh, wow. It's flip time. They're getting ready to flip the script on y'all. And y'all don't even see it coming. All these requirements that they asking y'all to do in Michigan right now, they probably going to ask the work, because that was a state, United States Secretary asking this in Michigan. Michigan. All these requirements, pick them up, house them, get them in school, help them find jobs. Dang, that sounds like some stuff the Indians taught y'all when y'all came over here. How to stay warm in the wintertime, live in a teepee so all of this can be rounded off and the air can go up. We don't want to be in a teepee. We want to chop all your trees down. Well, chop the trees down. Here's where the trees grow. They done showed you everything. Remember the holiday, the pagan holiday y'all just celebrated not too long ago called Thanksgiving? They flipping the script on y'all. Y'all are the new Indians. How you like me now? Y'all. Don't be mad at me, white folks. Y'all the new Indians. Mhm. There was a thing called curses that was put on black folks here. It's over. It's 400 years has passed, and everything is flipping. You know, it was a curse where your government thought they was plotting and sneaking and planning, and they brought crack cocaine into the inner city, and that curse has flipped because now you have in Ohio and all these states that are majority white states, and when I say white states, a lot of white folk live there. Don't be mad at me, be mad at your folks. They set you up for the okie doke. A lot of white folk live there, and a lot of them is the opioid crisis. That's what you call your roosters coming back to roost. That's what you call, I said in a broadcast not too long ago, that is what you call your actions require a reaction. Your roosters have come home to roost. Your actions have now required a reaction. What you reap, what you sow, you shall reap. You're sitting there hyping up that damn Thanksgiving, talking about what the Indians did for you, and what the Indians were so kind and so love you, so kind. Give me that corn. You so loving. Give me that land. You so giving. Give me your people. You put them over here. Give them these free blankets and tell them to go walk. Catch these monkey pox. It's been flipped on you. Yeah. You can't see it. I can see it. I can see it. When I see the smiling faces of these white folks, I'm gonna let you see. I'm gonna let you see, cause you can't see it. I see it. It's your new Thanksgiving coming to you.
For example, are over capacity.
Hold on.
The city resorting to migrant transfers, sending them
I'm gonna show you the folks smiling.
or other shelters with room. Their latest call for help, directly asking residents if they can open their doors to ease the influx. The state's labor and economic opportunity department.
White folks, you're the new Indian. Watch this.
Can help through the sponsorship program Welcome Corps.
Welcome Corps.
Volunteers who want to participate must commit.
Y'all don't remember the last Welcome Corps? It's been many centuries back. It was a huge Welcome Corps on this land many centuries back. You celebrated every Thanksgiving, every new November. The Welcome Corps of the past. They done remodeled, renamed, rebranded, and now it's coming to haunt you, white folks.
Sponsors would be asked to pick migrant families up at the airport, secure a place for them to temporarily stay, enroll migrant children in local schools, and help adults with employment opportunities. While the ask from the state is new,
who's
the
smiling?
sponsorship program
Who got blonde hair?
Not. The U.S. State Department.
Who's coming? Them folks copper color. Who's smiling? Wait a minute. Hold on.
The U.S. State Department launched the group last year.
Who's smiling?
There are partnerships across
Who got blonde and gray hair?
And New York. The migrants that family sponsored come from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, or Venezuela.
I'm confident that
and who asking?
you won't just change the lives of the refugees you help.
Who asking? Hold on.
Come from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, or Venezuela.
I'm confident that
Who asking? Anthony.
you won't just change the lives of the refugees you help. You'll change your own lives as well.
Wait.
Your request.
I've seen a lot of copper color folks. It's a reversal, and y'all can't see it. Y'all are new Indians. Michigan. It was a lot of blonde-haired women hugging, smiling, and cheesing. And they can't see. They the new Indians. They stuck. So I'm just trying to say, my story is valid, whether you want to believe it or not. Whether you want to open your eyes or not. Whether you want to be mad at me and unsubscribe, do that. Go, be bold. Be free. Be the next Indian on the trail of tears. Because everything, them Indians welcomed y'all in the welcome days of old. It's coming back. Now you welcoming all these copper-colored people. Yes, sir. The reversal. Your homes will be taken over. Not my words. Those were messages, prophesied many, many years ago. Those not my words. Yep. I think quite people were quiet people were led to be used as a tool. Do you mean white people? Do you mean white people? To be used as a tool. No, I think curses are being reversed. You see, the foot and the knee that's been on the African American people here that have been held down so very, very hard. Even when we was up, we was down. Even when we thought we was up, we was down. Even when I worked in corporate America, most of you might say, "Oh, you work in corporate America. You work with a Fortune 500, or you work with a global company. You're up." I was down because I had to go over and above to even prove myself. I had to have degrees when people did not have nothing, and still yet I was down. The foot on our neck, the knee on our neck, on our back. The curses. And look, there is an out for you. Don't think you're hopeless in this situation, white folks. It's not hopeless for you. You can get mad and think that you still own and running things, but this is spiritual, baby. You ain't got no control over what's happening now. This spiritual. You ain't got no control over it. Can't change it either. You can kind of change your destiny a little bit. A little bit. Not much. A little bit. You can change your destiny with this. It's gonna be hard though, because your pride is gonna get in your way. Your pride is gonna get in your way. You see. But you're the new Indians. That 2023 Thanksgiving is a wrap. You will never see another one like that. I hope that turkey was good to you. Just imagine them Indians when they let y'all in. Whatever they celebration. I believe most of them was Hebrew, so they probably was celebrating the holy days. Those last holy days they celebrated, not unbeknownst to them, was their last holy days. 2023. Thanksgiving of 2023, mark your calendar. That was your last pagan day. Unbeknownst to you, as you knew it. That was your last. The influx is here, and the curses are reversing. And you're embracing it with smiles on your face because you do not understand what is going on. You don't understand what is happening. You think that the power is still, and be mad, get glad, or be mad at the ignorance that you will be yelling here shortly. Our fathers. No, how is it? No, we. Just white folks, because this is when you're going to be mad. When you really wake up, when you don't hear from me, because you're going to probably, unsubscribe, because you don't want to hear the truth. Our fathers, we have inherited lies. That's what it is. We have inherited lies. That's what you're going to be saying. Lies about your black brothers and sisters. Lies we have inherited. And so the curses have been reversed. I'm seeing them everywhere. Everywhere. The white folks, y'all the new Indians. For you, if you don't heed what I am saying to you now, because remember, there shall be some that will cling, hold on to this chocolate and this copper coat and this red undertone skin complexion. It will be some white folks that will try to hold on to them. It's like, no. They ain't gonna want to let you go. They're gonna cleave onto us. You gonna follow commandments? Yes. You gonna do right? You gonna follow the holidays? Yes. No more. You know ain't no more Thanksgiving, right? I know. I don't want to be the new Indian. You want to be the new Indian? Because that's what's happening. You should already have seen it with the opioid epidemic. That's a plague. But it's just increasing because now it's fentanyl. And I was listening to that too. Let me see if I can pull that up. And it's affecting white communities. Don't be mad at me because I'm saying white. I could say Edomite, but you wouldn't even understand half of you what I mean when I say Edomite. So I say white. You don't know what's going down. This nation, this world this is going to be destroyed. But first, the curses must be reversed. This is the first time I've heard about that, and unfortunately, I can't be surprised about anything anymore. I know, right? There should be no surprises out here. No surprises at all. But some folks gonna be surprised. Some folks gonna hit them like, what happened? When did all of this happen? Because they've been hooked to the boob tube. They've been sitting in front of the mind control machine called your television, telling you lies through your vision, your television. Hold on. Let me see. What news report was that? I think I just heard that in passing, and I didn't pay attention to who was reporting on this. So give me a minute, see if I can find it. It might be this one, America in Serious Crisis. Hold on.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000?
I don't know, but they didn't send me $20,000. I need my teeth done. Send me $20,000, Amazon. Oh no, this was. I would say, but I'm not gonna say who this is. That was a good show, though. That was a good show. That wasn't it. What news was that I was looking at? I'll be looking at some of everything. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I can't recall. That doggone fan. No, it's loud with all that clicking. Like it needs some doggone oil. Okay. Maybe I should just look it up. The fentanyl crisis in America. That's your new plague. First it was the opioids, and now it's fentanyl. Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. That thing getting on my doggone nerves with all that clicking. With all that clicking. Hold on. I think it was this one. St. Lou. This is you.
Fentanyl is alarming. It should be alarming. It is killing people like that.
In Missouri, overdose deaths have risen drastically.
Dang. If it ain't Michigan, it's Missouri. But these white folk states, and I'm gonna say it just like that, majority. You look up these statistics on that. Okay? This is Missouri.
Our area is the epicenter of that statewide tragedy. St. Louis City, St. Louis County, Jefferson, and Franklin counties have 4 of the 5 highest overdose death rates in Missouri.
This is North St. Louis. This place has been suffering from a thing called benign neglect. You ever heard the term benign neglect? What it simply means is if something goes wrong, I just let it. I allow it to go wrong.
We spent months looking into the local crisis. This story is told by recovering addicts.
You become more dependent and reliant on this one specific thing just to get out of bed and say hi to your family. It wasn't tough. It was miserable.
Miserable.
It was just horrible, man.
Those fighting for change
Will always be a thorn in your side. Pushing for what actually needs to happen.
and those left behind.
It can happen to anyone. Because it happened to my family, and I
never thought it was coming. Didn't think it was coming. Couldn't see it coming. First it was the opioid. Now it's the fentanyl. But it's hitting the white community hard, y'all. I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm saying it to be truthful. I'm saying that they done asked Michigan residents to be the new Indians and allow these migrants to come in, and for the Michigan residents to be the new state officials and set up transportation, schooling, workplace placement, all of us. But I'm gonna tell you how you can overcome that, Edomite, because it's gonna get hard. This place is done. It's a wrap here. There's no building up nothing here. It's a wrap. It has to come down. It has to come down. It has to be destroyed before it can be made anew. But I'll come back maybe tomorrow, maybe later tonight, and tell you, give you some hints, my white fellow Americans, my Edomites. Because you have, and you are now been placed under the curses. But there is a way out. I mean, it's not gonna be easy selling. I ain't gonna say that much, but it's gonna be better than what the rest of them is gonna catch. Y'all think about the hell that Native and original people of this land caused, and double that, triple that. Come on. Y'all don't need to watch no horror movies no more, because the horror movie is right in front of you playing out. You know, it starts slow, but it eventually it intensifies. You know, everything from Jaws to it intensifies. But I'll come back later. I gotta eat and take care of some business. I'm out. Michigan, don't let them folks in your house. You need to make your stance while you can. But I'll be back. I'll talk to you in a minute. Much love.